Folks, this is the first time we've seen this Rocky Top Rocker going up against Frankie Valentine here on Southern All-Star Wrestling, Solid TV. Wow, what a great night we've had so far. But you know our main event tonight, folks, is Simon Sermon, Luscious Luke Patterson, and Jay Clinton going up against Bobby the Butcher Hayes, Sid G. Sanford, and that idiot from right here in Somerville, Georgia, Frank Parrish. Nice flip by Frankie Valentine into the ropes, Rocky Top Rocker. Frankie Valentine misses. He's a smart guy. Whoa, Frankie Valentine with a heck of a drop kick. Wow, this Frankie Valentine is awesome. Spin over by Frankie Valentine, and he's got the arm of Rocky Top Rocker referee Chris Gainz all over the action. Southern All-Star Wrestling, your only choice for professional wrestling in this area. Folks, there's other wrestling organizations, if you want to call them that, but nothing compares to Southern All-Star Wrestling and Sol TV. Only real wrestlers here at Southern All-Star Wrestling, no outlaws, folks. Nice go over by Rocky Top Rocker, elbow to the head by Frankie Valentine. That hurt them both. Covered by Frankie Valentine, 1, 2. These fans well behind Frankie Valentine. Rocky Top Rocker calling for a timeout. There's no timeouts in professional wrestling. David Pierce operating the camera. David Pierce, what do you think about this Frankie Valentine?
I think Frankie Valentine is it's like a throwback to the wrestler of yesteryear. Very good, very technical. I enjoy watching him very much.
Well, you know, his stepfather is Pretty Boy Doug Summers, former AWA World Champion, World Tag Team Champions, and him and his partner Buddy Rose, did they not defeat Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels for those titles? Is that not correct?
I believe that's correct. I believe they had the titles for like 10 months or something like that in a very violent feud with the Midnight Rockers in the now defunct AWA.
David Pierce, what about right now Rocky Top Rocker all over Frankie Valentine?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've seen this Rocky Top Rocker before, and he's nobody to be taken lightly. But this Frankie Valentine is showing him what he's made of right now. Oh my, over the top rope hard to the floor. And Rocky Top Rocker coming after him. Rocky Top Rocker saying he's number one with Frankie Valentine. The camera can't really pick it up, but not following the rules. It's, okay, referee administering the 10 count. This Rocky Top Rocker in control of the match right now, albeit underhanded tactics. Got Frankie Valentine hurting. I guess he's more of a ring general than I had thought, or perhaps the matchmakers here took the Rocky Top Rocker lightly.
Yeah, this Rocky Top Rocker, he's a pretty impressive guy. Pearson, golly, I've been joined by all kind of people here. Ravishing Russ, I don't know where you've come from, but right now, I've been joined by this guy. All he claims to be, his name is Ravishing Russ. We're watching Frankie Valentine taking on the Rocky Top Rocker. I know you're familiar with Frankie Valentine, Russ, but what about this Rocky Top Rocker?
Phil, I don't know too much about the kid right now, man. I've been out the past few weeks, you know, so I'm seeing my first action of him too myself.
Right now into the corner, Rocky Top Rocker with some vicious forearm. Almost a closed fist and the forearm up against Frankie Valentine. Out of the corner, referee Chris Ganz watching in amazement. Oh, another vicious forearm to Frankie Valentine.
Phil, yeah, that had some impact with it.
Well, you know, right here, next on Sol TV, we've got the 6-man main event. International superstar Simon Sermon, Luscious Luke Patterson. This could be it. Wow, that's it. That is it. Frankie Valentine has beat the Rocky Top Rocker. And I apologize for cutting you off, Russ, but right here on Southern All-Star Wrestling TV, Frankie Valentine is your winner. What I'm talking about, Russ. That idiot Air Paris, all about himself. You know, I go out there. God, it tears up my soul, Russ. The things I do for these people. I love these people in Chattooga County. But I've got to cure this area of the cancer of Air Paris. You know, he wants all the spotlight. If you notice at a live event, his music plays for an hour and a half. It's all about Air Paris. His team up there. I understand that the music men, when they say, whose music are we going to play for this? It's not an option to play Sid Sanford's music. It's not an option to play the Butcher's music. It's all about Air Paris. And these fans are brainwashed by that idiot from Chattooga County.
Yeah, Phil, I think this kid's ego is bigger than even he can handle.
Russ, I'm really disgusted at this whole thing. Well, Russ, let's get this match started. Referee Chris Ganser probably even brainwashed by Frank Paris, if you will. I don't know what's going on over here. These people should be smarter than this, Russ.
Indeed, they should. They might just get hurt.
Right now, folks, looks like Simon Sermon. If look, Sid G. Sanford, man, he's bringing that hubcap into the ring. This is just uncalled for. I'm ready for some wrestling action. Frank Paris. This is ridiculous. I'm at a loss for words.
Looks like Sid's just trying to make a couple of bucks. He's done brought his junk to the ring with him.
What an idiot this Sid Sanford. Folks, I've got to watch more of this match. Like I said, I've got a big stake of this. I want to turn it over to, right now, David Pierce and Ravishing Russ. Guys, it's yours. I've got to talk to these fans of Southern All-Star Wrestling, David.
Okay, David Pierce here in Trion, Georgia at the TV Sports Arena, getting ready for this big six-man tag team match with Bobby Hayes, Sid G. Sanford, the Junk Man, and Chattooga County's native son, Air Paris, going against Simon Sermon, Luscious Luke Patterson, and the former referee, Jay Clinton, with the trio of Logan Chase III, Jackie Rosedale, and our promoter here, Phil Hefner. So this is going to be a wild melee. Here we go. Air Paris, Simon Sermon in the ring, and Bobby Hayes coming in. That's just vicious. don't you think?
The action's looking rough so far, man. And it looks like Bobby and Seth are taking him out right now. Simon better get on his feet and get going here.
Looks like Simon Sermon's on the on the rough end of things right now. This match finally underway. For several minutes delayed. The ring was filled with chairs and ladders. All sorts of a ruckus here at the TV Sports Arena. They're all just taking turns right now on Simon Sermon. He's been on the receiving end of quite a beating right now. And Logan Chase up in arms, maybe rightfully so. This is how I would perceive a six-man tag team to work, though. Seems like they're all on the same page.
Indeed it does, and I tell you one thing, man. Ravishing Russ would not want to be in the ring with Bobby Hayes. That man is crazy.
Absolutely, the former Butcher, Bobby Hayes, former tag team partner of TNA superstar David Young. This Luscious, oh my, vicious chops, and here's Air Paris back in the ring.
Oh man, this Paris kid, he makes me sick. His ego is just way too big for his britches.
I would have to disagree. Certainly Air Paris maybe has a bit of an ego, but it's entirely deserved. Former WCW superstar, partner of AJ Styles. This Air Paris was even mentioned in Jerry Lawler's book, for crying out loud.
And that built that ego up even more.
Well, perhaps so, but people here in Chattooga County are very proud that Air Paris represents and what he's accomplished in the ring right now. And I can't understand why Phil Hefner would choose to align himself with this axis of evil, if you will, with Logan Chase Enterprises.
What a chop by Bobby. He's really on him right now, man. And as far as Paris goes, if more than like 15 of these people would come out to support their kid, they really love him, don't they?
I can't make a comment on the crowd here, but they're firmly behind Air Paris. He's very well loved here in Georgia and abroad. I know he's pretty hot in Nashville too. You know, here we have said G. Sanford in here with Jay Clinton. Jay Clinton, this team of Clinton, Sermon, and Patterson just hadn't made much of an impact tonight thus far in the match.
Man, this crowd is really underset right now. Who is this Clint kid? I don't know much about this kid.
Well, Jay Clinton, former referee here in Southern All-Star Wrestling, and apparently he just went haywire and decided to become a wrestler, and he's done fairly well to be such a newcomer. You can see these whelps building up on the chest as Luscious Luke's tagged in.
Here comes the heavy load. We got some heavy action right here. Oh, a nice suplex.
Oh, very nice suplex from the junk man, who's had his wife beater ripped wide open while it's in the corner. Now we have Luscious Luke and
Jackie Rosedale getting involved once again. You can never forget that he's out there because he's there.
Jackie Rosedale is my poster boy for too much caffeine. He's just bouncing around. Oh, nice German suplex by Luscious Luke, if I do say so myself.
Oh, almost that close, and it's over.
I don't know. I believe Air Paris has a lot of fight left in him. I've seen this guy for a while, And I know Eric Harris isn't one to throw in the towel. He's got a lot of heart.
Chase Enterprises is dominating this match right now, and Seth needs to get back in his corner or this is going to be over very quickly.
Yes, looks like the numbers game is finally taking a toll in this match. Looks like, what is it, 6-on-3? You count all the managers, and Air Paris not faring too well right now, but they're not playing fair though. They're not following any kind of rules. This is the kind of match where we need at least 2 officials to keep track of all this action.
Yeah, this is getting pretty out of control right now, and it looks like Chase Enterprises has got the upper hand right now. Paris he's taking his licks right now, and Seth's chasing everybody with his junk.
Said G. Sanford clearing house with that hubcap that he holds so dearly. I know he was
Chattooga County's bling bling.
Well, said G. Sanford from El Segundo, California, holds that hubcap very dearly for I don't know what reason, but I know he got a little upset a few weeks ago when Murder One took it from him. And here we have Simon Sherman. Well, there's just no way for any kind of rules to prevail in this match, I don't think. Just judging from the wild action we're seeing right now.
Oh, and a near fall there. Simon Sherman. He looks like he's got things under control. Oh, and a snapmare takeover. There we go. Simon's going to apply the pressure right here. He's got his knee in his back, and let me tell you, I've had that by Simon, and it really hurts.
Simon Sherman is a very good technical wrestler, and Frank looks like he's in a lot of trouble. If he can get to his corner, make the tag. All right, Bobby Hayes coming in for it. Referee didn't see the tag. And now Jay Clinton going to work, applying a chin lock of his own. That's what I'm saying, the numbers game. This Chris Gainz can't keep his eyes on the action at all. Crowd rallying, get behind Air Paris here. I'm getting a little upset here right now. This referee, this Chris Gainz, he's not doing a very good job tonight, but it's not his fault. Nobody can keep track of all this wild actions. They just keep switching in and out on Air Paris. The crowd's getting a little bit riled up themselves, it appears. There's Jackie Rosedale winning a hand. Simon Sherman. Simon Sherman is kind of wrestler that doesn't really need all this. He could probably make a honest living for himself on this wrestling circuit without all the underhanded tactics that go along with Chase Enterprises and Jackie Rosedale when you associate yourself with devious type managers. It just doesn't bode well for anybody. Frank can't quite get to anybody in his corner. Big elbow drop from Luscious Luke Patterson. Gotta have at least 40 pounds on Air Paris. Definitely one of the big man on Chase Enterprises' side. of the match.
Yeah, it's not looking great for the Air Paris. And the mind games of Chase Enterprises, I believe, are going to be just a little too much for Paris, Bobby Hayes, and the said man.
Well, only due to their tactics that they're using, they're not, there's established rules in the pro wrestling world. You've got to tag in the legal man. You have a 5 count to break a hold. Certain holds you can't use. And who's to say how things would be going if everyone were following the rules that are established here at Southern All-Star Wrestling.
Rules, it's an old cliche. Rules were meant to be broken.
Well, I've heard that time and time again, and I suppose that's the whole reason we're here having this match is due to...
And it never hurts to have some power and Phil Hefner behind your team.
Yeah, this Phil Hefner, I don't know what to say. Phil Hefner, I considered him a friend, and I guess he hasn't done anything to me personally, but I'm very disappointed in his actions here. Because I know the rest of the Chattooga County and abroad can't believe this turn of events with Phil Hefner.
Well, I've been out of action for about 6 weeks now. I tore some ligaments in my knee. So, I'm going to get back, and I'm getting in there. But so I've missed a lot of action. So how did Phil team up? How did he come together with Chase Enterprise?
Well, basically, 2 weeks ago, there was a match with Murder One and Logan Chase III against Air Paris and Phil Hefner. During that match, Phil Hefner turned his back on Air Paris and the fans of Southern All-Star Wrestling, and then also costed Frank the Southern Heavyweight title, which Murder One is walking around now with a Southern Heavyweight title, and it's all due to Phil Hefner's actions 2 weeks ago at the TV Sports Arena.
It looks like Seth and Bobby Hayes are taking over right now. I don't think this match is going to go too much longer. It's near its impact moment here.
We got all 6 men in the ring. And this does not look too well for the team Simon Sermon, Chase Enterprises. We got action all over outside the ring. Jay Clinton going into the chairs. This audience the crowd is, okay, let's see what Phil Hefner has to say here.
It's not Simon Sermon. Your days in Southern All-Star Wrestling are over.
What is Phil Hefner talking about here? I see this large masked individual.
1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of the match. International superstar Simon Sermon.
All right.
And once again, folks, 2 minutes laying in the ring. And this. Butcher, you should run with real men, brother.
There, Paris caught blindly, fell victim to Simon's sermon, but only due to this distraction by this looming figure in the mask. Frank Paris looks like he's grabbing his neck. He doesn't look like he's in good shape at all following that move. But who in the heck do you think this guy is Phil Hefner brought out?
I have no idea, but that guy is huge. He looks like a monster from the Midham.
I told you, Russ. I told you, David Pierce. I had a surprise. That was the Monster Mall you saw at the end. There, Paris, if he wakes up from this, if Simon Sermon didn't kill him, I've got a surprise for you. Folks, stay tuned. Next Tuesday night, you'll learn more. And if you can join us on Thursday nights at the TV Sports Arena in Trion, Georgia, Air Paris, your time's over.